And Vinicius to the left. He opts to play it to the Brazilian.
Hello guys,
Vinicius,
welcome to my live stream. Today we are going to the Barcelona for Classico Real Madrid versus Barcelona.
Promising though for Real Madrid. Right, Garcia
Already
did well
started,
initially.
so let's
Pressing, doing that high press,
start
but was out of
watching.
position. When Real Madrid were quick to
Here we
counter-attack, Gerard Martin was the player getting across.
Okay.
Eric Garcia. Cubarsí.
So for Real Madrid, Mbappe is injured and he's not playing. And for
backup left back, and now the regular
Barcelona,
starting centre half
Lamine Yamal is not playing as he's also
this
injured. So I think
Always
it's going to be
somebody
interesting
from La
as the
Masia
main
to fill
player
in.
from both of the team are not playing.
Rashford. Eric Garcia thought about the cross. Nice to play it back to Rashford, and now his cross.
For Real Madrid, it's good news that Courtois is back.
Bad attempt actually. I'm looking
And
at the Real
goalkeeper.
Madrid midfield three of Camavinga, Bellingham and Tchouameni. It's very narrow, so they're going to have to rely on Vinicius and Brahim Diaz, who are the wide players, to do some tracking, mate. So it looks like it's the ploy from Real Madrid to have that narrow midfield three to try and match up against Barcelona.
Courtois gone long. There is that number 9 figure today of Gonzalo Garcia. As the secondary ball drops to Brahim Diaz. Again, it's swept up by Gavi.
And in the recent week, there was a fight between Valverde and Tchouameni. So Valverde is injured and he's not also playing. So this match is going to be interesting.
Gavi. Took some time there, and he was taken out by Camavinga. Referee allowing play to continue. Gerard Martin. Cancelo. There's the run in behind Trent Alexander-Arnold from Fermin Lopez. Rashford's making a run to the back post, but it's well tracked by Fran Garcia. And there is
Nice
that
one from
threat
Fran Garcia.
on the counter or on the break from
What a
that
counter-attack from Barca.
Fermin Lopez running towards the ball, and Trent Alexander-Arnold goes with him, then he turns and spins. Good awareness, understanding with his teammate. Perhaps Rashford could have sprinted to get ahead of Fran Garcia. The cross was always inevitable.
João Cancelo. His cross is cleared away by Raul Asensio. Can't imagine it's easy for this man in the image here when you're not mentally prepared to start a Classico, and you've not been playing recently either, to suddenly, with what, half an hour left in the game, to be thrown in.
And isn't he one of those group that's irritated with the manager that he's not playing
Yes.
any time lately? He's got a job to do. He's played enough for Real Madrid, but it isn't easy. You're preparing for the game as a substitute, then you're called up into the starting lineup.
Brahim Diaz.
Bellingham.
Fouled.
Tricked by Gavi. Doesn't seem to be too impressed by that tackle from Gavi. I'm sure it won't be the last tackle that he will receive.
I expected it, didn't he? Shrugged the shoulders.
Intercepted by Marcus Rashford, looking to sprint away from Rudiger. There is Asensio coming across, and I think that's a goal kick given by the reaction
Good
from the
defending from
fans.
Asensio.
Rashford does fantastically
There was
well.
a
He's
silly
always going
mistake
to get
from
away from
Tchouameni.
Rudiger, but Asensio
Very
does
good defending from
fantastically
Asensio.
well. The cover run does deflect off Rashford. They're biased. 60,000 biased Barcelona supporters at the moment.
Courtois. Again, it's the long approach from him. Gerard Martin won the duel with Gonzalo. Now it's Tchouameni's turn to hack down Dani Olmo. Cubarsí. Fermin. Gavi for Dani Olmo. Eric Garcia. Ferran.
Trent Torres.
Turn from him. He was bundled over just on the edge of the box by Antonio Rudiger.
Yeah.
So much to admire about Barcelona's movement off the ball, not just for this part of the move, but prior to that, on 2 or 3 occasions, decoy runs off the ball to allow space for the teammate to move into a position to receive the ball. It does appear, you see the referee's got a decent view of it. I'm sure Vari's checking it just to make sure it's not on the line or over the line. He was very close. It does represent really good opportunity to test the sharpness of Thibaut Courtois.
Let's see, yeah, because he's been out for a while, Courtois.
Yeah.
There is no Lamine Yamal, still injured.
One of the best goalkeeper in the world.
Would be the option for this free kick, so it's
about 6
down
weeks.
to Rashford.
6 weeks is an absence.
Yeah.
Mid-March.
Rashford is about to take a free kick.
Former Manchester United player. Rashford!
Oh my God!
It's a special
What
goal
the fuck?
from the Englishman, firing the ball into the top corner. And it's wild scenes inside the Spotify Camp Nou. They're one step closer
What a free
to
kick
that
by
La Liga title.
Rashford.
And that was a moment of magic from Marcus Rashford.
It's the last thing he needed. They gave away the free kick on the edge of the penalty area. Yes, Barcelona fans and the players are ecstatic. So they should be. But the quality of that free kick is incredible. Not only to beat the ball, but arguably beats the world's best goalkeeper. He puts it right in the top corner with sufficient power that Courtois can't get there. Courtois might be guessing that he's going to go round that side of the goal, but aiming for that near post. But he wraps his foot around it, curls it toward the top corner.
What the fuck is he?
It's a sensational strike.
Oh,
what a
what?
moment for
Rudiger or something like Rudiger, something like that was her
That's
name.
8
I don't
goals
know.
this season for Rashford, but none of them will have been as special as that. A free kick past arguably the best goalkeeper in the world. The perfect start for Hansi Flick and his men.
I think he was going to go outside the wall and try and bend it into that post to Courtois' left.
The early goal from Barcelona.
But to put it where he did, with the accuracy and the power, it's an astonishing goal.
Well, scoring a goal in a Classico is a goal that stays there forever. I know you've been seeing recent highlights from Classicos from the past, and I'm sure that free kick will be replayed time and time again in the future.
Depend on the outcome of this game.
Yeah, yes, of course. If you lose
more
4-1,
significant if it does end up as part of a result that ultimately Barcelona win the league title tonight. But
that was crazy.
there's a long way to go
from
yet.
Brahim Diaz gets away from a couple of Barca players. Plays
Come on,
into
Vini. Come on,
space
Vini.
for Vinicius. He's got 3 teammates in the box. I think they're asking for a handball from Brahim in the build-up and the start of that move.
We need to do something, bro.
Real Madrid do have a chance to hit back quickly. Even this, the change of player at the last minute, means a change in the organisation of set pieces. Since he has to take on the role of Dean Howson. Dean Howson is the main target for any aerial threat that goes into the box. Bellingham's a threat. Rudiger's a threat.
We've also got a pretty good set-piece taker in Trent Alexander-Arnold. He whips that in towards the near post, and it was flicked on by Gonzalo. It was a clever flick from the Real Madrid centre-forward. Asking for a yellow card. He's taking his shirt off. Not really sure what's going on there. I think he's got rid of the shirt he had underneath. Maybe a little bit warmer than he was anticipating.
Come on, bro. We gotta score.
Fired in again by Trent. It's the service there that is asking questions and offering an option for the Real Madrid forwards.
I fucking hate that Kubarsi.
Sure Pedri should be marking any of those three, but that's his job.
This is more outswing.
Bro, where the fuck are you hitting?
And it floats over the crossbar. That's another angle of that wonderful shot from Rashford right into the top corner. I think Courtois gets a fingertip onto it. Or not, maybe not. And
to be fair to Courtois, doesn't take a step to his left. He's in the position where he's guarding, trying to guard both posts. It's just the quality. I mean, a few centimetres.
So we want Rashford back in Manchester United.
He may well have tipped it over the bar, but it was just an amazing free kick from Marcus Rashford.
He's involved here in defensive duties. Pedri.
The irony is, if Lamine Yamal had been playing, he would have been on that free kick. With the left foot option.
See the points difference there in the live table. 14 for Barca as Ferran was almost through. Their record difference over Real Madrid at the top of the table was 19 points back in the 2018-19 season with Ernesto Valverde as the manager. That season Real Madrid started with Lopetegui and Solari came in and they ended with Zidane. They could break that particular record. Still some way to go, however, to sealing this win. Brahim Diaz. He's got support from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent chips the ball in.
Bro, come on.
It's headed away comfortably by Kubarsi. Now there is some space as Trent had bombed forward.
Camavinga filling in the right back position.
Chouameni. Bellingham under pressure from Gavi.
There's going to be a flashpoint between those two at some stage, isn't there? It's going to be a rivalry that's going to go on for many a year.
But there is no fucking rivalry between Gavi and
Real Madrid for a number of years. It's fair to say they're not going to be friends.
It's good to see Gavi back. This is his first start in a Classico since January the 25th in the Spanish Super Cup, having overcome those two lengthy injuries, and Bellingham's really starting to get frustrated.
Telling the referee it's twice.
That one was Olmo, but Gavi was also on the scene of the crime. Courtois. Trent. Camavinga.
Come on, Beanie.
Vinicius always giving it away.
Nice from
Garcia does very well to track back and win back possession for Real Madrid.
I think Brahim Diaz is an injury problem as well.
What the fuck are they doing, bro?
Lost out cheaply. Marcus Rashford makes up for his mistake with a well-timed challenge. Brahim Diaz. Gonzalo tried to play it in front of him, but Kubarsi was anticipating the move. Gonzalo taking too long on the ball. Almost had his pocket picked by Vinny.
He was quite fortunate there, actually. I don't see an obvious foul, then you see the handball from Cancelo. There is a bump after the two. I think this is where Brahim Diaz is complaining he gets caught.
Follow through,
hobbling around for a little while after that.
Guerci. Pedri lays it off to Fermin. Rashford does well to ride the challenge from Fran Garcia. Picking himself back up. Pedri. That's also a late push from Vini on Pedri. Guerci. Eric. Patient as ever from Barca. Fermin. Run is from Olmo, who leaves it for Ferran.
No.
Oh, it's magic! From Football Club Barcelona, breathtaking football. That's why they are running away with this championship. It's just simply too good for Real Madrid. 18 minutes into the game, it's 2-0.
What the fuck are they doing,
and it looks like it could be a long evening for the visitors.
Incredible football, all round the pitch. You just mentioned the word, they can be patient. They can be, because they had the first goal in the game. But the quality of movement off the ball, the quality of passing, the quality of the first touch, elite football. The response from Real Madrid to going a goal down was pretty good, I have to say. They have a good defensive shape here, bodies back behind the ball. But this is where they're patient, and then when Dani Olmo makes that bursting behind the defence, do you know what? He swaps places with
What the fuck was this you're doing, bro? Why the fuck did he
is the
stop?
striker. He drops deep, and because of that movement, because of that awareness of where the space is, and the intelligence of those two players, they just swap. Olmo goes in as a striker. It confuses Real Madrid. Rudiger does his best. There is a push there, but of course they've got the advantage. When Torres gets on the ball, you're thinking, does he hit it first time? Has he got the confidence, which he didn't have a month ago, to take a touch and then find the corner? Barcelona are on fire in this game. It's going to be a tough evening for Real Madrid.
Well, it's another goal for Ferran. That's 16 now this season. How his finishing has improved over the years. I mean, he used to be a right winger who struggled to score goals, but something's clicked there. And now he's replacing Lewandowski as the starting centre forward for Barca.
Players, bro.
It's Vidi.
Bro, you gotta pass the motherfucking ball, Vini.
On a much-needed attacking move. Brahim.
Come on, bro, you gotta score.
Asensio. Now Terry, I suppose, is when you ask the question of those issues in the dressing room, when things start going awry, 2-0 down, and it's looking like it could be a pretty nasty evening for Real Madrid. That's maybe when those cracks can surface.
Yep, and Barcelona players might be the recipients of that. It might be the teammates fighting amongst each other. They'll be looking to be aggressive and determined against Barcelona. I talked about them being defiant to stop Barcelona to win the league. Barcelona only need the draw, so Real Madrid now need 3 goals to stop Barcelona winning the title tonight. Barcelona scored 3 goals in pretty much every game at home. I mean, that's goal 54 this season, game 18 in their home stadium, which has been 3 different venues, and they consistently average 3 goals a game.
Well, they've won every single game at the Spotify Camp Nou in La Liga EA Sports this season.
And at Montjuic. Yes. And at the training ground.
Exactly. Fran Garcia. Vini. Referee allowing the advantage after that late challenge from Rashford. Rudiger. Asensio, Bellingham. You can see the celebrations inside the stadium there. Enjoying this convincing display from their team so far. Camavinga. Asencio. Gonzalo was making the running behind.
Come on.
Lovely ball from Asencio. Gonzalo's through on goal. And it's gone into the side netting, and that was a chance for Real Madrid.
The fuck you are doing, bro? That was supposed to be goal.
Gonzalo Garcia does so well with the first couple of touches. He should score. I would question the starting position of Jean Garcia, which doesn't often happen. A ball like that over the top, he's normally in around the edge of the penalty area. He's normally there to intercept that. I think that was the confusion and the doubt from Kubasi and Gerard Martin there.
I suppose Gonzalo did the hard part there, which is controlling that ball and then taking it in his stride.
Under pressure as well. The defenders were all over him, trying to force him into making that crucial mistake, but certainly Barcelona got away with that one.
Camavinga, now it's Bellingham with a well-timed run. Vinny is sprinting to the far post. Bellingham looks for Vinny, and it's Eric Garcia who gets in just in time. Well, this is the case with this Barca side, isn't it? That it's never a done deal, despite them being 2-0 up, because of the way they play the game. There's always going to be chances.
Exactly, they're stepping up there. There's no pressure on the ball.
Come on, bro. That's
what. It's a fantastic run. Very similar to the chance at the other end, wasn't it, when Fran Garcia cleared from Rashford at the far post. Same type of attacking play. The mood from Real Madrid, they're not despondent, they're not down and out yet. They know, of course, it's hugely important if they can get the next goal. The game will have a different appearance.
We gotta score this one.
It's another probing delivery from Trent. Tchouaméni trying to keep the move alive. It's a sprint on between Olmo and Camavinga, the Frenchman getting there before him.
Just catches it with the underneath.
We're supposed to be
doesn't he, rather than the
we're
side
supposed to
of the
score this
foot
to
or the
goal,
instep.
bro.
He catches it with the studs. You can see from his expression that when he gets that connection with it, he knows it's not going in.
Come on, guys, we gotta score. Come on, Trent.
For Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Do something.
Try and whip in a threatening ball. Drop to Tchouaméni. Vinny turned straight into João Cancelo, who's clever in just putting his body in the way and forcing the foul. Gavi. Pedri. Ferran was making the run. Pedri straight away indicating to him that he wasn't going to need his services this time. Fermin. Kubarsi. It's a bit early for the Olays to come out.
Yep.
Pedri attacks the space out wide to Rashford. Rashford almost caught out Courtois. Fran Garcia can't clear the ball. It will invite Barca on the attack again.
You see there the importance of Barcelona. Their style of play, this when they step up, they try and play offside, but when they lose the ball here, it's really quite critical that those players in those attacking positions immediately respond by trying to win the ball back quickly. We've seen on a couple of occasions now when Real Madrid have had time on the ball. They've got world-class players, Real Madrid. If you give them time on the ball and a high defensive line, it's going to be a problem for Barcelona.
Persistent play from Trent.
But that closing down.
That was fucking yellow, motherfucker.
Free kick, but it was four players knowing how important it is to protect your two centre-backs. We're pushing up to the halfway line.
Fútbol. Nada, fútbol. Fútbol, papi. Balón. Balón, vámonos. Le da Bellingham.
See the referee there saying that's just football.
Bro, give him a fucking yellow, motherfucker.
Foul by Ferran, who will receive a talking to from Alejandro José Hernández. Slightly overzealous in his press. Rudiger. Camavinga dropping deep and playing it back to Courtois. Oh, it took a while. It's almost closed down by Pedri. Rashford. He has continued his run. But, Rashford opting to recycle the move. To Ferran. Good defending there by Eduardo Camavinga.
There was a pack of 8 Barcelona players there in the attacking half of their pitch when Real Madrid had possession. They know their two mates in the centre-back positions are not comfortable, so they really work hard. That pack of 8, they all know what they're doing, out of possession. It's interesting to watch. Gavi's the deepest one. Talking about midfielder, Gavi, Pedri, Dani Olmo. No real obvious defensive midfielder because they press so high up the pitch. Positive pressing, it's excellent by Barcelona.
Pedri. Fermin was making that run into space. It's a blend, isn't it? The classic Barca model of keeping the ball, but with a more incisive nature under Hansi Flick. You can see those darting runs they're making in behind all the time, such as this one from Dani Olmo, who plays it across to Ferran. It was offside. But there is a bit more fang to this approach, isn't there?
There is, and it's not the traditional Barcelona 4-3-3, is it? There's a holding midfielder, or it's two midfielders that can be a double pivot. Kind of under previous managers, they weren't allowed to play anything other than the 2 wingers, a centre forward, 3 midfield players. But Hansi Flick has got his ID on this team right from the first time he took over.
Well, what kind of?
It's different. It's not majorly different, but there are nuances with this team now that are different to Barcelona teams in the past. But it's still recognisable as a Barcelona team. And if I'm being honest, when I look at Barcelona play, I know where everyone's playing. My criticism of Real Madrid this season and last season has been, we're not sure where he's playing. I'm not sure where he's playing. I've got a back four, I've got Vinicius on the left. I don't know where the rest of the midfielders are playing. I don't know what the potential is. I don't know what the plan is for the fullbacks. Are they staying? Are they going? Are they both going? Is one going at one time and the other one stays? It's Barcelona look finely tuned, and unfortunately for Real Madrid, they're not.
I think the prime embodiment of that is Jude Bellingham. You never really know exactly what his position is.
I think he will greatly benefit from having a proper position in the team. He's an all-round dynamic midfielder, can score 10 goals, make 10 goals, and defend and stop 10 goals. He's box-to-box midfield player, and he will help. He's a wonderful footballer, but his position in the team would be of more use if there was a plan for him, other than get us out of trouble.
Yes. Camavinga got out of trouble there. He was pressed by Gavi in a delicate area on the pitch. Asensio. Courtois. Fran Garcia. Bellingham was left out. João Cancelo's come all the way across. And then it was an overhit by Marcus Rashford.
They're definitely a pack. And when I say positive pressing, I mean don't worry about the player behind you. Because so many players, they look and they think, should I go and close that player down? No, I've got a player behind me. Once you do that, you're in no man's land, and world-class players will play around you. So you just have to go and attack and close down that player ahead of you. and then trust your teammate to pick up the player behind you.
Come on, Vinny.
Barcelona, they do it to perfection at times.
Vinny is looking to take on Cubarsí and Eric. Tchouaméni on the edge of the box, attempting to guide it into the top corner.
Bro, we gotta score this kind of goals.
Who picks him
See,
out.
this was fucking Valverde, he would have scored, motherfucker. Tchouaméni.
He knows he can still generate the power. Just goes across his body a touch more than he probably would like, and therefore slides away from goal.
Ferran. Let's flick on for Gavi, is intercepted by Tchouaméni. Camavinga.
Ground fire.
Fran Garcia. Trying to play it through the legs of Eric Garcia. Vinny. Ball drops to Tchouaméni. Rudiger. Trent. Tchouaméni plays the diagonal to Fran Garcia. Finds Bellingham, who turns back infield. It's curling away from Trent, who just about keeps it in play. Now there is that gap in behind again as Fermín poked it away from Tchouaméni. He feels there should be a free kick for more than the contact, the intent from Tchouaméni, which slowed him down. Brahim, positive play from him.
Come on, Fran.
Fran Garcia.
Bro, who the fuck are you giving ball to?
Picked up by Trent. Rudiger.
What kind of play is this?
Ferran was breathing down his neck. Camavinga struck it straight at Hansi Flick. Fermín, sharp turn, a good recovery challenge from Trent. He's been frustrated with a couple of those decisions, Fermín.
Yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold gets a clear contact with the ball.
And the foul is given against Gonzalo. Cubarsí, who's holding his jaw.
The referee was immediate. It's harsh on the centre forward, isn't it? It's his job, isn't it? Big, strong, hold defenders off.
There's no intent to strike.
No, he touches the face. Gerard Martinez is making the most of it. There was the hurdle that Fermín Lopez had to overcome. He's got a point, it distracts his movement, doesn't it? But there was no contact.
No.
And difficult for the referee to actually give a foul for. It could have been a free kick, it could have been contact, there wasn't. But it's interesting seeing Fermín Lopez play in that position, the tactics, the instructions from Hansi Flick. He's always threatening him behind Trent Alexander-Arnold, isn't he? Whoever's in that right back position, it's not always Trent Alexander-Arnold. But those runs in behind. I thought Rashford might play out there, so it's a definite ploy to play Fermín on the left, Rashford on the right.
Certainly had some joy down the flank so far in these opening 37 minutes. Here he is again, Fermin, running away from Trent. Once again, he starts at a disadvantage, Trent, but he does well to make up ground.
You could argue he's just about getting away with it.
Yeah. He's playing a risky game.
Yeah, he's not fouling. Good recovery defending. He's not making fouls, but you do feel a bigger touch at some stage from Fermin Lopez to knock it out of his feet, to really get away from Trent Alexander.
Could at least one fucking goal for the halftime. Only 7 minutes left.
Jean Garcia. Didn't see any clear options upfield. Eric Garcia. Ferran, and just like that, they've unleashed Marcus Rashford, who's through on goal. He has a look up, and that's a save by Thibaut Courtois. It could have been 3-0. It could have been a brace for Marcus Rashford, but Thibaut Courtois responds when Real Madrid needed him most.
No offside, he's in his own half, he runs from deep. He wins the race. But he's unlucky. It's a great save from Courtois. Gets that huge hand.
Yes.
It's even more comical with the big glove on it.
Good save.
Easy to beat those big hands of Thibaut Courtois.
Come on, bro.
Wonderful
I wouldn't have saved it, that's for sure.
What the fuck we are doing?
Wonderful from Barca from back, wasn't it? From Joan to Eric.
Under pressure, one touch football, ball in behind. Smashing from Barcelona.
He's going to drop to Olmo. He takes his time and he slices it wide.
Astonishing that he had so much time. Completely unmarked. Jude Bellingham gets out there, does his job to get out there and make him a block in front of Dani Olmo. And again, he slices it, doesn't he? Knocks it wide.
Olmo back quickly by Barca. Pedri, there's another gap in that Real Madrid defence. Rashford completely missed times and overhits his cross. As Brahim picks up the loose ball. Camavinga is stretching. And he's given away the free kick.
And a card.
The first booking of the game is for Eduardo Camavinga.
Yeah, Marcus Rashford could have had a touch, I think. There was no rush to play that ball across the field. Camavinga's touch gets away from me, lunges in, doesn't he? Catches the ankle and the foot of Dani Olmo. Not intentionally, it wasn't a cynical challenge, it was a challenge of desperation, wasn't it? To try and win the ball back. Now this game delivers. I mean, it really does. It's the big games in La Liga, whether it's the Madrid derby, whether it's Barcelona against Atletico Madrid, the Clásicos. We never get a 0-0. We never get a stalemate. We get loads of goals. We get loads of attacking play. We get both teams, whether they're at home or away, going out to score goals. This game isn't done yet. It's going to be really tough for Real Madrid to get back in it, to stop Barcelona winning the league by scoring 3 unanswered goals. But Real Madrid they've had their moments, Real Madrid. It could be 2-1, it could be 4-1, it could be 4-0. That's what I'm saying. In these games, they just deliver. Brilliant footballers, positive mindset from both coaches.
So much to dissect from them as well the following days. So many subplots that go on throughout the game. As you say, I'm sure there's still a few more twists left in this tale. Rashford. That one's punched away comfortably by Thibaut Courtois.
He just needs to tighten things up again, Marcus Rashford, doesn't he? The last few touches, crosses, set pieces haven't been what we saw in the opening 25 minutes of the game.
Gavi. Gerard Mardid. Kubarsi.
Come on, we got to score 1 goal before halftime.
Is now forced back to Joan Garcia. Cancelo, there's that run again from Fermin, but Thibaut Courtois is alert. Tchouaméni. Trent is caught by Dani Olmo. Doesn't seem to agree with the refereeing decision.
I actually was just going to ask you a question. Do you believe Dani Olmo? Does he look like he's telling the truth?
It was. Fran Garcia. Bellingham.
Come on, Vini.
Continued his run.
Come on, Vini.
Vini, though, will cut back. Play it again to Bellingham. Camavinga. Garcia, well, they're asking for the offside flag. The move continues. Camavinga. Fran Garcia. He almost stabbed at the ball. That clearance will go to Thibaut Courtois. One point thought maybe was going to find Fermin. Rudiger. Final minute and a half of a scintillating opening 45 minutes at the Spotify Camp Nou. Olmo.
They kind of know he's there, Fermin. It should be there, Fermin Lopez. That's anytime they get it, the switch. Anytime they get it down the channel in behind Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Tchouaméni. For the first time, a Madrid player taking just a little bit too long in possession and being hunted down by a Barca player. Rudiger. Good anticipation from Eric Garcia. Doesn't get the throw-in, despite his request. It's given away from throw-in by Fran Garcia.
What are you doing, bro?
Pedri swiveling away from Tchouaméni.
Lost me there.
Gerard Martin. Pedri. No chance of Pedri from the fans. Here he is back on the ball. Now it's Fermin. Rashford. 3 minutes of added time.
Come on, bro, we gotta score 1 goal.
Kubarsi. Fermin. Kubarsi. Pedri. There's the space for Joao Cancelo. Running at Trent. Cynthia coming across to help out his
let's see the
teammate.
counter-attack.
Now Brahim. He's trying to take on the world, and he ended up losing that.
Yeah, Real Madrid still look like they have the fight in them, don't they? They haven't given up the chase. This is a team, by the way, they're not going to win La Liga, but they were up for the competitive nature of this and El Classico. They're hanging on in there. I do fear if they concede the next goal, then heads might drop. They might become despondent. But at the moment, the signs are Real Madrid are still in the fight. They still believe that they can get the next goal and then make life interesting in this match.
Cynthia, we've got a minute and a half left in this first half. Try and peg back a goal. Rudiger.
Problem is the bench is pretty bare, isn't it, for Arbeloa tonight? You're looking at the players missing. It's a lengthy injury list. Mbappe, Militao, Goulet, Rodrigo, Carvajal, Ceballos, Bondi, Howson now, Valverde. Looking around for game changers on the bench. Plenty of defenders, young midfielders.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Mastantuono is about the only attacking option that's...
He's had a difficult first season at
he's
the club.
18 years old.
Yep.
Big money, mind, but it's the only attacking option they do have on the bench.
Olmo drives into the Real Madrid half. Brings the attack move to a halt. Pedri.
I hate this team. They even
Gavi.
can't even score one fucking goal.
Fermin finds Joao Cancelo. Pedri. Looks like Barca will just run down the clock. Pedri. Cuarsi. And that will be that for the first half at the Spotify Camp Nou. Well, it's been two wonderful goals from Barca. A Rashford free kick into the top corner, and then a wonderful team move finished off by Ferran Torres, which is the difference between the two sides so far. But Terry, there is one argument that goes against this Barca side this season. It is that they do sometimes struggle to really shut the door on teams, and you feel like there have been chances there for Madrid if they get that first goal. Again, to be wide open.
But this game is different. They know what's at stake tonight.
Yes.
It's not a routine match against Celta Vigo or Alaves. It's when they can switch off. They can't switch off tonight. They know that. They don't want to switch off. They want to wrap up the title. So far, so good for Hansi Flick's team.
Well, they want to wrap up the title in style, and that's what they've done in these opening 45 minutes. It's been brilliant from Barca, but do expect the unexpected in this fixture. We'll be back in a couple of minutes' time with the second half from the Spotify Camp Nou, where the current score is Football Club Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0.
Rayo want points this round to gain
So, welcome back, guys. I'm back. So, the score is 2-0 right now. Barca is 2-0 up right now. So, I don't know what happened to the Real Madrid from like it's been like two years now. I think for the players, their ego is bigger than the club. So, until they're gonna change their ego, I don't think nothing gonna change for Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid have to let go some of their big players so they can bring some good players who will respect the batch and play for the batch. That's the only way they're gonna win some trophies. Until then, they just have to wait. I think they have to let go some big players. They gotta wait otherwise. So okay, we're back.
So those Barca players are back out on the pitch. Rashford could have added a second had it not been for those big Thibaut
Bro,
Courtois
Rashford
hands.
scoring for
Diverted his shot
Barca.
behind for a corner.
I don't like this shit, bro.
Real Madrid taking a little
He
bit
was
longer
supposed
in
to play
coming
for
out.
Man United. I don't know what the
Take good
fuck
sign, all that,
went wrong with the Ten Hag,
what's
and
occurring.
he had to
Well,
leave
recently,
Man United.
probably not been the nicest
but
place to be in. So
I hope
who knows what's going on
he will
inside
be
there.
back
But,
to Real someday.
got a couple
Or
of
we're
players
gonna see
waiting
him
to
play
come
for
out. Courtois, Chouameni,
Man
and
United.
Antonio Rudiger.
Because he was
From
from Man United. He started from
yeah,
Man United academy and everything.
Are there those
And
clicks
now
in the
they-
dressing room? Are there some players that are keeping
There are
with
lots
their
of
group?
players that leave their
Mixing with
Man
the others,
United,
who
like
knows, yeah, there's-
Garnacho.
they're
I
also
don't like him, but
dropping
he
out
was
one by
also a
one
good
here, aren't
player.
they?
Garnacho, Sancho was good,
There doesn't seem to
and
be
Antonio was good too, but
too much conversation going
they
on
didn't
either.
play good for Man United, and they had to lead. Man United also doing good, great,
That's the
not
problem. We're
great,
looking into
but
everything now,
good.
aren't we?
Yeah,
2
no,
years on
exactly.
the
But,
trot, Real Madrid haven't won a trophy. We're looking at
They have
all
to
the
bring
stuff
some
that's been
good
going on in
midfielders. It's Casemiro is
the last
leaving,
week, recent
so
months.
they gotta
It does seem silent,
find
doesn't
some
it?
good
Coming
midfielder.
out
I think they need
away from
one
home
and drabs.
and your biggest
backup
game.
striker also. They need
It's
to let
Derby
go
away from home.
Cherky. But he
Even now,
didn't.
they're not coming out collectively, are
I
they?
saw him playing yesterday, but he
Don't
was
see that sort of
fucking
fire
shit.
in the eyes, do you? From the players.
So we need
Again,
some
as you say, I'm
upgrade
sure it's
too.
It could be a case of trying to read
But
into things
before
after
that,
everything that's happened in the
Let's
build-up
talk
to
about
this
this
game.
game. We
It's
need
a big
to
45
step
minutes
up
for them. Big
because he's the
45
captain of
minutes
the
for
team right now,
Arbeloa, and
so he
he's-
needs
They
to
had a
step
huddle
up and
last
lead the
week
team.
at this stage of the game,
And
second half,
do some
against
magic,
Espanyol when it was 0-0.
because we
They
can't
had a
just
huddle,
lose
which is
like
unusual for the
2-0,
second
3-0.
half. Teams do it before kick-off.
If they're gonna play
They
like
had a
this in the
huddle
second
last
half,
week at the beginning of the
Barca's
half,
gonna score
and
2
they
or
were
3
better,
goals more,
and they got 2 goals,
and we're
and
gonna
they
end
won
up
the game
4-5
2-0.
nil,
They've not tried
and
that
that's
tonight.
unacceptable, bro.
I think it was
We
led by
gotta
Fede
score, bro,
Valverde
at
and
least
Jude
1 goal
Bellingham.
or 2 goals. If we score like 1 goal at the
We'll see.
beginning, like
I mean,
in
it's- we're
5-10
looking
minutes,
into everything regarding
then we
Real
got a
Madrid
chance to
because,
win this game.
the
But
drama
I don't
is there.
think that's gonna happen. Let's see.
Well, the second
Hope so.
half is underway.
I
Let's see
hope
what kind of a response
we'll
we
get a
get from Real
good game in
Madrid
the
and
second
how
half.
Barca managed this 2-0 lead. It does set us up for a fascinating 45 minutes of football.
Come on, bro. They gotta lock in, bro. We gotta lock in. They gotta lock in, and we're gonna win this game.
Not for the first time, he goes long towards Gonzalo, who's hooked that into play.
I only see like
Guarci.
Gonzalo Garcia play for Mardid. I don't see any other players playing for
Ferran.
like for the badge. Bro,
Pedri
Rashford is
sprays
playing
the
so
ball out
fucking
wide to
good, bro.
Rashford.
He didn't play this good for
Look around to
United
see
in few
the
like
surroundings are.
last
It's
few
Garcia
time when he
for
was
company.
playing.
This cross
They
sliced
are
into
just
the hands of
attacking
Courtois.
and attacking and attacking. Bro, come on, Vini.
Chouameni clearly being held back by Dani Olmo. There's Rafinha's return to the squad, warming up alongside De Jong and Araujo.
Yeah, Barcelona's bench certainly isn't empty, is it, tonight? That's the difference in the first Classico this season. Their bench was similar to Real Madrid's this evening. Important players missing, a good strong starting 11, but no backup from the bench. But they certainly do tonight.
Yes, Balde, Araujo, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Casado, Rooney, De Jong, Bernal, Koundé, and the youngster Xavi Espan all on the bench for Barca today. Gerard Mardid. Olmo.
Bro, they need to let go Rudiger too, bro. He's so fucking trash. I haven't seen.
Which is punched away by Courtois.
I haven't seen Rudiger play good for Madrid. You have experience, but experience
intercepted by Eric.
Only matter when they deliver. If they are not delivering good, we don't need fucking experience.
Made life.
It's coming
Frank Garcia and Fermin at the far post.
Rashford, it's deep, but it's headed away by Rudiger. Varane gets there before Vinny.
Come on, do the pressing, bro. We need to do the pressing. How the fuck we gonna win if we didn't go? If we are not pressing?
Rashford couldn't quite keep it under control. Looks like he switched flanks, or was that him coming over for the corner? He's on the left now, Rashford.
He started on the right, then he had a couple of attacks down that lane.
Bro.
To be honest, Bruno, that's what they do, isn't it? They rotate. We talked about Olmo and Ferran Torres swapping positions at this moment in time. They were doing that. Now Rashford's going
one
back
mistake
to the right,
Real Madrid
to
did.
the left. They're comfortable in any of those four positions in the
one mistake Real Madrid did was like to sack Xavi Alonso and bring Arbeloa, or what the fuck is his name? So they shouldn't have sacked Xavi.
Runs into that pocket of space, which gives him a little bit of time to think. Gerard Mardid back to Joan Garcia. Ferran. Asensio snapping at his heels.
Are you gonna get a yellow?
It's unnecessary. Now it's kicking off. Asensio picking up the yellow card for booting the ball away.
It's taken 45 minutes longer than I thought. And it's over nothing, literally nothing. Asensio is going to get booked for running on with the ball and finishing the chance. Whether he'll be booked for the foul or not, I don't know. There's a push in the chest. He's a big, strong, strapping young lad, big centre-back.
What the fuck are they doing, bro? Come on, give him almost the card, bro.
He gets nasty, he could get spiteful.
That's the first suggestion, or
Gavi protecting his teammates, as usual.
Bellingham coming over down a word with Gavi. It's the first indicator that maybe frustrations could start to boil over for Madrid
so
in the second half.
He's not gonna give card to the Olmo.
Really, it's one of those sloppy yellow cards to pick up for Asensio. Olmo has also picked up a yellow card for his involvement. He's also a fiery character.
He's got an itch to him, hasn't he, Asensio? He's got to be careful.
So the referee keeping things under control. Yeah, I was going to say, would it be a Classico without one of those?
Come on, bro, we gotta score. We just kind of like shit like that and play shit like this, bro. We gotta score.
Tchouaméni toppled over by Dani Olmo.
I think there's been a change of position for Jude Bellingham. Brahim Diaz is dropping deeper. Bellingham is now being that run we saw in the first half.
Come on.
They picked him out, but he wasn't able to control the ball. Jude Bellingham, who stayed down. And they're screaming over for
I think.
Jude Bellingham. Yep, didn't seem to be moving. And they're running on. Then he was quick to alert the referee.
And the Barcelona players.
Yeah. What the fuck happened?
Well, he's still down, Jude Bellingham. Wasn't exactly clear what happened on. That's a good sight to see him sitting back
He's
up.
claiming there's an elbow, isn't there? Well,
I see some blood, I think. Yeah. It's accidental for Eric Garcia, but
there's no throwing of the elbow, is there?
He's caught there.
It does catch.
Bro, that was not accidental, bro. That was... He meant to do that.
Painful one for Bellingham. I think we'll also be slightly frustrated.
It's a concern, isn't it? When a player goes
Yeah.
down and they don't move.
And you can see him not moving yet. And when you see the reaction from the player, which is always a bit of a giveaway. Good news is that he's back up on his feet. With a bleeding lip. So it's been an incident-packed start to the second half with that coming together of Barca and Real Madrid players. Now the accidental elbow to the face of Bellingham.
Busy, hasn't he? The cuts doctor this week at Real Madrid in the corner.
I was going to say, not the first stitches to be applied this week. So Bellingham maybe has come onto the pitch, not where the referee is happy to coming on. He has to come on by the halfway line.
He can't use the excuses cutting across the pitch to get to the halfway line to then make an appearance from the halfway line.
It's a yellow card for Bellingham. Really for not following protocol, because being 2-0 down, there is no attempt to lose time, is there?
We can only assume that's not an elbow on purpose, because you're in the penalty box, you're throwing your arms into an opponent, there's only going to be one outcome, so it does have to, you have to assume it's a natural movement of the arm that just deflects off the face of Jude
what
Bellingham.
kind of game is this, bro? This is so fucking shit.
His position had changed slightly, he was playing in a more advanced position. Brahim Diaz dropping deeper.
Now Ferran is through on goal. Ferran with the left foot, and it's another fine save from Thibaut Courtois. Again, he makes himself big, spreads himself out wide.
Courtois wasn't there, they would have scored.
It's not easy.
4 goals at least.
Slightly difficult. Exactly.
Come on, guys, you gotta step up, bro.
It's the first real chance for Barca in this second half. Rashford to the near post. Disappointing as he can't get past Gonzalo Garcia. Fermin. Cancelo and Fermin not quite on the same wavelength there. The Portuguese player apologises to his teammates. He just played that wonderful pass the outside of his foot moments earlier. Ferran did almost everything right. Cubarsí, acres of space for Eric Garcia. He's continued his run forward, but he's been sandwiched by Gonzalo Camavinga. And now Vinny could be away. But Gavi was on hand to provide cover. Garcia.
Because it's already 60 fucking minutes and we haven't even did one fucking good. We haven't even put one fucking good ball in their nets.
The long ball as Bellingham and Gavi battle. Gonzalo Garcia has been wiped out. Vinny. Foul committed by Cubarsí. Could have taken it quickly. And made a hash of it. Fermin. Joan Garcia. Run. This time it's held in behind him. Courtois. Gonzalo. Vinicius. Chance to run at Cubarsí. Not had many of these in the game. Brahim Diaz. Eventually the ball drops to Trent.
There was a chance there, wasn't it? To be a bit more incisive. I thought Vinicius was going to try and get the shot, but they crowded him out, the Barcelona players. And from then on, Real Madrid probably could have moved the ball quicker.
Sorry guys, I was eating.
Rudiger.
I'm hungry.
Asensio. Brahim got past Joao Cancelo, who used his arm to stop the Moroccan international in his tracks.
There's the chance for Ferran Torres. Rudiger again. Seems to be the only defender anywhere near any situation that Barcelona have. He rushes Ferran Torres into the finish. Courtois does the rest.
Come on, bro, we gotta score this one. Come on.
From Trent.
Come on, Vinny.
Vinny up against Eric. Tchouaméni.
Come on, Trent. Come on. One more time.
Trent, there are still 4 Madrid players in the penalty area. Brahim.
Come on, Vinny.
Have to wait a little bit longer. Vinny. The cross does come in, and it's an awkward one for Gerard Mardid.
Well, it certainly is for a left-footed player. Communication probably not the strong point then. It was going harmlessly through to Joan Garcia, wasn't it? Yeah, Barcelona under more pressure and improved performance from Real Madrid, more possession of the ball, looking more threatening.
Come on, we gotta score this one, bro.
Result to the
Come on.
pressure that they're starting to apply. Senthio making a nuisance of himself at the near post, and Chouameni is getting in the way of Joan Garcia.
Come on, Trent. One good ball.
Trent's corner.
Ah,
Into
bro.
that area of Barca and Real Madrid players, repelled by the defence. It drops to Jude Bellingham! And Real Madrid thought that they pegged a goal back. It's offside, much like in the reverse fixture.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to look at because there's a number of players in an offside position, but of course he's Jude Bellingham offside.
Yeah.
He's one of 4 offside players for Real Madrid. Good defensive line, held in there, Barcelona. Get out en masse. Well drilled when the ball's played backwards and from a set piece, out they go, they step up.
It would have kept up Jude Bellingham's remarkable run of goals in Classico fixtures. But
Oh my God.
we get these first substitutions from Barca. Marcus Rashford opened the scoring this evening. Come off for Rafinha. That's one that he'll talk to his grandkids about, I'm sure. Wonderful strike from Marcus Rashford. And the other player coming off, Dani Olmo, was on a booking, who provided the assist for Ferran. Comes Frankie de Jong. Now this is where, as you've been saying, Barca have the upper hand. De Jong and Rafinha coming off the bench, where Real Madrid don't have that strength in depth.
Yep, and Pedri and De Jong link up in the situation. They take possession well. I thought it was already being replaced around the hour mark. They've just returned back to form, but the faith Hansi Flick has in him, the trust he has in him to do this job, to finish off the job. That's a big leap for Gavi. You see his link-up play with Pedri. Luis De La Fuente must be considering the option now of Gavi if he's back to full fitness.
Yep.
Playing regular again, he picked up the initial injury on international duty.
Oh, Vinny's in behind. Joan Garcia came a very long way. He managed to get a hand on that flick from
I
Vinny.
already know they are not gonna win, so
Trying to lock the
them.
goalkeeper.
Yes.
It feels a lot more tense in the stadium now, doesn't it? The fans know they're close, the players know they're close. They know the job isn't done. They're worried, they're concerned about Real Madrid getting a goal back
This
and
is gonna
the
be
game
so
turning
fucking
around. It doesn't feel as jubilant as it did in the first half when they rushed into that 2-goal lead.
And again, they are conceding those chances from fairly simple balls.
I would say in the
Direct
second
balls
half,
over the
Real
top.
Madrid have been the better team.
Bellingham. Gavi wins the aerial duel. Ferran almost got in the way of his teammate.
Tackling them.
Brahim. Oh, through the legs
Come on.
of Joao Cancelo. It's
Come
lovely
on.
from Brahim Diaz. And that is brilliant defending.
Bro, what
from
the
Joao
fuck? You gotta
Martin.
pass the motherfucking ball.
Yeah, credit due to Real Madrid. I mean, they've come out, they're having a go in the second half, aren't they? You said lots of players missing. They're not going to win the title. They're not going to win a
So
trophy for 2
fucking
years on the trot.
Good.
But they're I like their spirit tonight, I have to be honest.
It's positive from Brahim as well.
Recipe
Every time
doesn't
he gets
let
on
me
the
know.
ball, tries to run at defenders, tries to make things happen. Joan Garcia. Ferran.
This is so fucking good.
Gavi.
I think De Jong has gone and played in the more advanced role, hasn't he? He's leaving Gavi and Pedri together as the double pivot.
So fucking good. I was eating this chicken lollipop.
Fermin mollies the ball back
or
towards
chicken drumstick,
Gerard Martin.
whatever you want to say.
Eric. Ferran.
Oh my god.
Taken out by Asensio. Fermin going on the solo run.
This gets
Pedri.
so fucking...
Rafinha introduced into the game. Bellingham. Now given on Jude Bellingham.
Just knew that was going to antagonise the home fans.
Rudiger.
Oh my god.
Diaz dropping deep. Oh, that's got away from him. Pedri.
Let's do mukbang one more time. Oh my god. Oh my god. The spicy, juicy chicken drumstick. One last bite. Crazy shit. Oh my god. This is Real Madrid and Barca shit turned into a mukbang video. Oh my god. I fucking love this chicken. Okay guys, we're back.
Camavinga.
This was the match.
Pedri doing the pressing now. Camavinga. Too many obvious passes in front of him.
We need someone like Rafinha in the team.
Cross towards Brahim. Try and build. Camavinga this time with the perfectly weighted pass for Vinny.
Come on, Vinny.
He's got Guarcia and Eric to deal with. He's gone down, but he's got nothing from the referee. Eric laughing at Vinny's suggestion that there was a tug of the shirt.
He was hoping for more contact, wasn't he? Vinicius.
And the first change made by Arbelois, Diao Pitarch comes on for Camavinga, the youngster who's erupted into the team in this back end of the season. Gavi. Fermin. Nobody's there. Rafinha. So the hit from Fermin. Rafinha doing well to keep the ball under control. Pedri. Pau Cubarsí.
Are we not going to score at least one fucking goal?
Joao Cancelo out to the left. Cancelo. Fermin. Gavi. He didn't see a clear route to goal. So Barca taking the long way round.
Yeah, and this is what they needed to do, isn't it? Slow the game down. Real Madrid were on this centre seat. More possession, more of a goal threat.
Come on, do the pressing, bro. How are we gonna get the ball if you don't do the pressing?
We're almost there. Rafinha. Ball drops to Pedri. Fermin. Gavi is waiting for some movement. He's trying to chip that ball over the top towards Rafinha, but Real Madrid not holding on to possession for long now.
Dropped off a little bit now, Real Madrid, haven't they? If Barcelona have possession, they drop off, and it's quite comfortable for Barcelona to have possession.
It's a wayward pass from Gerard Mardid. Gonzalo Arfia. The surprise factor disappearing from that move for Real Madrid. Rudiger. Fran Garcia.
Come on. Trent. Bro, who the fuck are you giving the ball to?
Over. Fortunately for him, Rafinha wasn't too precise with his first-time ball. Bellingham.
Oh my God!
And Vinny will let that one run out of play for a corner.
Yeah, Rafinha's been untidy since he's appeared. Barcelona have been guilty of giving the ball away cheaply on 3 or 4 occasions. It's obvious what they need to do. When they keep possession, everything is an easy, simple, obvious pass. Draw Real Madrid out, but when someone tries to just thread one into an attacking player or flick one round the corner,
we gotta score this one, bro.
But Real Madrid are grateful to have that possession back.
Trent.
Oh my God.
The Barca player got his head onto that ball.
Tchouaméni and Rafinha at the near post. Both touch it, don't they? Tchouaméni onto the head of Rafinha.
Exactly. Trent to take the corner onside. Franco Mastantuono warming up for Real Madrid.
What the fuck?
Want to deal with for Balkoubarsi. Trent going shoulder to shoulder. He's dropped to the ground, and the referee, after some careful consideration, blows his whistle.
Those two haven't heard it.
They were going on as the game had been brought to a halt. It's a potential head injury for Trent. There it is.
Yes, it's a hand on the neck, throat. Sure, you would do that when you, other than to stop a counter-attack, but you're 2-0 down. You don't really want to be killing the clock, wasting time, slowing the game down.
Lewandowski preparing to come on, so just adding a bit more fuel to the fire.
Come on, bro.
That hesitation from a couple of Barca players. Brahim Diaz. Gonzalo just got a bit wide there as he was unable to control the ball.
Come on, can we score at least one fucking goal?
Before the corner is taken, Lewandowski will be coming on, as will Marc Bernal. So it's Ferran, the other goal scorer, coming off. Another fine shift from him. Not the worst replacement in the world, is it?
No, that's, you know, things have really turned around in the last 3 or 4 weeks. The criticism that Ferran Torres was receiving was harsh. He wasn't playing well. Completely lost confidence. And suddenly he's found that confidence again. It's the usual story with a striker, just need one goal. Somehow that flicks a switch on and you're back to being that wonderful footballer.
You know all about it,
yeah.
don't you?
And it's astonishing how quickly that confidence can return. And Gavi, awesome tonight. It's been awesome since he returned. It's fabulous news to see him back playing healthy and fit again after such a long period out. He's only 21 years of age still.
And a wonderful replacement also, Mardid, who's also had his injury issues. Missed the whole of the last season. A severe knee injuries. Rafinha could be away here, but it's the rapid Fran Garcia who is providing that cover as the last man for Real Madrid. Fran, foul by Rafinha. Well, they certainly produce a lot of players at La Masia, but the conveyor belt for central midfielders is never ending, with Mardid coming through. There's Marc Casador, who broke through and has barely had a game recently. Vinny. He's persisting, but he'd fouled Pedri. It's just not happened for him this evening.
Come on, bro. We're just gonna lose like 3-0. I already know that.
Collides here, doesn't he, with Pedri?
It was unfortunate, wasn't it? But he did go through the Canary Islander, and a couple of changes with Gonzalo. And Brahim coming off, Mastantuono. I think it's Cesar Palacios is coming on. He's another player from the Real Madrid Academy who has profited from his former boss being promoted to the first team, who's shown confidence in that crop of players. Diarra.
We need pressing like that.
Rudiger.
They are doing the pressing.
Fran Garcia. It's not a club renowned for having players coming through from the academy, but right now on the pitch in a Classico, you've got Asensio, Diao, Palacios, Fran Garcia. So there are 4 of them on the pitch now. I suppose for a Barca fan, we'll say 4. That's not that many.
Gonzalo Garcia went off, didn't he?
Gonzalo went off as well. For Real Madrid standards, that's certainly higher than the average.
Not too much choice for him tonight either, is there? To leave the established players out there or bring on the youngsters to try and freshen things up.
Farbin still going at it. Rafinha was waiting for the through ball. And that pass in behind Lewandowski just slowed down the attack for Barca.
Come on, bro. We gotta at least score 1 fucking goal. Are we gonna do that?
Pedri.
I don't think so, but I'm hoping we'll
Bernal.
score at least 1
De Jong.
fucking goal.
Diao's stepping out and showing a little bit of urgency. Trent. He's not too happy with either the follow-through or something said by Fermin.
Come on. Motherfucker, kick that motherfucker.
Fall from Rafinha. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, the yellow card.
Motherfucker.
2 Brazilians at it there. Rafinha and Vinicius.
Which has happened before in previous Clásicos.
A silly push from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Fermin does leave something on him. There's the dispute. Rafinha pushes him away.
He fucking deserved that, motherfucker.
Brings attention to it to the referee. The referee probably saw it, would have probably have issued the same punishment, even if Rafinha hadn't have gone down.
Yellow card for both players. It's the second time together between Barca and Real Madrid players.
Come on, bro, we got to at least score one fucking goal, motherfuckers.
Getting closer. They're not there yet.
Aston Tuono. De Jong wins back the ball cleanly. Lewandowski.
Come on, come on. We can't let him score.
De Jong's making the lung-busting move, but
Come on,
Rafinha
bro.
decided to finish it off on his own.
It's fucking good save.
To the frustration of his Dutch teammate.
And Lewandowski as well.
Pedri. Bernal. They are bouncing in the stands there. 7 minutes away from retaining their La Liga crown. Bernal.
Yeah, for the first time in the game now, there looks an acceptance from the Real Madrid players that they're not going to get back in it.
It's probably painful for Real Madrid fans to see that metaphorical throwing in of the white towel, but it does seem like they've almost accepted their fate here.
Yeah, I mean, and it's under the circumstances with the players available, the players missing, to get to 80-odd minutes before the first time that we've kind of recognised that they may be accepting now that, I wouldn't say it's throwing the towel in, but accepting that it's not going to be, they're not going to get back in it. They're not going to get the win to deny Barcelona the title, that's for sure. 3 goals in the last few minutes.
Frankie de Jong, a role that we're not accustomed to seeing. Lewandowski, straight at Thibaut Courtois.
Bro.
It's slightly awkward from the Belgian goalkeeper, but it does the job.
What the fuck is wrong with this Real Madrid defense,
He's slightly embarrassed there, Lewandowski, then Fermin Lopez is the obvious pass, but he goes for glory. Can you blame him? 37 years of age, 4 seasons at Barcelona. This probably is going to be his 3rd title. He's come off the bench. A little bit selfish, goes for goal, glances across to Fermin and knows that having taken on that chance, it has to be a goal. It wasn't. Then follows the apology.
He's got a certain status in the Barca hierarchy. Rafinha is overhit. Brilliant challenge from Frankie de Jong.
Great attitude from Frankie de Jong. He's found it hard lately. Since Gavi's come back, he's not getting back in the strongest starting 11. But his attitude when he comes on...
Courtois is the world best
exactly as you'd expect. Excellent player. Good pro as well. Racing forward when he should have received the pass as well, shouldn't he, from Rafinha a few moments ago. He can play in that defensive midfield role, or as we're seeing him now, his football IQ is good enough that he can play in that number 10 position.
Mardid stretching. Trent. It's a good ball for Cesar Palacios.
Bro, what the fuck?
Could have been a memorable moment for the Madrid youngster.
He didn't look confident, did he? Completely wrong technique, isn't it? Always going to get an ovation on that finish. It's tough. For the Real Madrid players to suffer, but it's not just about tonight. It's the rest of the games that they've played this season.
Rafinha.
Bro, come on.
Ooh, almost got past Rudiger. Fermin goes flying in. Get a little bit of argy-bargy with
chasing him down, weren't they?
Yes, attempting to pop that inflatable ball that's flown onto the pitch.
Hansi Flick certainly getting on the players that have contributed. They've all contributed. Valde looks the last Barcelona sub. Surprised Koundé hasn't been up. appeared as introduced as a sub.
Now those...
Just goes to show, doesn't it? With just 3 minutes to go, they're now confident that Real Madrid are not going to get 3 goals in.
But that's a very Football Club Barcelona fan mindset. They are quite pessimistic in their nature. Quite the opposite of the Real Madrid fan, who's very optimistic. And I think they feel like they are home and dry now as Fermin comes off another formidable game from him. And it's Alejandro Balde who replaces Fermin. Now scream and celebrate with his teams in the dugout. Mastantuono. Asensio is severely.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? This team can do nothing, bro.
Joan Garcia. Lewandowski turns. Isn't too sure about which way to go. A couple of apologies and then passed it back to Gerard Martin.
Out of his comfort zone then, wasn't he, Lewandowski? Getting back up the pitch, getting around the penalty box.
Eric Garcia. Rafinha. It's another wayward pass from him. Fran Garcia.
Come on, guys, we got at least do 1 fucking goal.
Asensio. Garcia, as Vinny timed his run. Move does continue. As Pedri passes it out wide to Rafinha.
He's been excellent in this situation, Pedri, isn't he? Making things just tick over nicely in midfield. It's not him that gives the ball away occasionally. Has been congested in midfield, but he's the confidence and the composure and the quality of Pedri stands out.
There's a slight lapse in communication there between De Jong, Lewandowski and Rafinha. Lamine Yamal's got his shirt on, ready to come out and celebrate. Courtois. It's going to be another title for a lot of these players who are very young and feel have got a long Barca career in front of them. Gavi 21, Pedri 23, Cubarsí 19.
Second title.
Exactly. Lamine 18, Fermin 22. The backbone is there to try and establish a dynasty. Now the onus is on Real Madrid to try and turn things around as the full-time whistle goes at the Spotify Camp Nou. Football Club Barcelona are the 2025-2026 La Liga EA Sports champions. A 29th title for them, a 106th win in El Classico. It's now 106 wins apiece in the history of this fixture. The upper hand goes to Hansi Flick and his men. Now come these celebrations. A wonderful ending to Terry, what has been a fine performance tonight from Football Club Barcelona.
It is. It's all about the fast start, wasn't it? And you never know what's going to happen. Nice to see Courtois going across to Hansi Flick there. Good sportsmanship behaviour. But you're never sure how it's going to play out. Your Barcelona, will your players be too desperate?
This team is so
they come out and
fucking
approach
crazy.
the game in the way that you hope. All the tactical planning. They flew out the traps and they flew out the blocks. 2 goals in the first 20 minutes of the game. They were electric in that first 30 minutes of this game. It wrapped it up. But Real Madrid, as we know, they do fight back. They go to the very end. But Barcelona couldn't have asked for a better start to the game. And they couldn't have asked for a better end to the game. It's a well-deserved title. Real Madrid have slipped up over the course of the season. Barcelona haven't. 11 straight wins now since losing to Girona. And it was a bit of a crisis then. But they have been absolutely fantastic this season. Can't speak highly enough the way that they play. But that first 30 minutes of the game tonight was exactly what Hansi Flick would have wanted.
No, as you say, 11 wins on the bounce. When it matters most, when you need to get those results, when you really need to turn it up, the business end of the season, and this team has responded, and that speaks volumes about how far they've come under Hansi Flick. And as we were saying, what a formidable team they are looking ahead to the future because of the youth in this squad. And if they just polish a couple of things, this could be a team that will be very difficult to beat, not only in Spain, but in Europe in the coming decade.
But they're 14 points clear now of Real Madrid. They're a million points ahead of Atletico Madrid and Villarreal.
Yes.
It hasn't always been the case this season with La Liga. But Barcelona, in recent games, Classic, Getafe away, they got the win. Osasuna away, they got the win. Places where potentially you can drop points in La Liga.
So they can bring some good
they've
players
really been at it since losing to
play for the bench.
It's been quite complicated. They've gone out of 2 cups, but they haven't lost their focus on the league. They haven't lost their spirit because they went out of the Copa del Rey, because they went out of the Champions League. Fully focused, fully determined. The odds are against them. I know it sounds strange saying that, but when Real Madrid and Atleti are spending fortunes.
It's Bellery. Played a great game. We dominated. They didn't have many chances. I'm happy to win another title. It's special to win against Madrid. It's never happened in La Liga. It's very nice. Now celebrate it with my family, my friends, the fans. And I suppose that this is very important and emotional for Hansi Flick today as well. I'd like to be there with my teammates. We wanted to win this for him because of his loss. It's dedicated to his father. He sprinted off to get the Canary Islands flag. Yes, I always like to remember my island. I'm very proud to be from the Canary Islands.
No te quiero robar estos momentos, porque son recuerdos, son momentos históricos, bonitos, y Pedri es uno de los capitanes del Fútbol Club Barcelona. Ahí va por la bandera.
Speaking to the pitchside reporter Ricardo. There's that moment for Hansi Flick as well. Who undoubtedly will have those emotional moments now.
Oh, it could be more bittersweet, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's be honest, I mean, he's worked as a professional. Wants to win the league title. He's